natural grass field in a world of turf, and one side on the stands here and everything like that. And, you get to see a backdrop of Youngstown. You don't get to see that often.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, you get to watch a game on grass, which not too many places have grass anymore. So it's going to be interesting. And it looks like the grass has held up pretty well, too. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like you said earlier, we were talking off air. We got some good rain, and it seems like the grounds crew kept it nice. And, it's ready for football.
Now, folks, this contest will feature two coaches that are very familiar with one another, as Boardman's new head coach, Seth Antrim, used to coach under Coach Chris Emil with the Chaney Cowboys squad a few years back. So what do you think this mind game is going to be like tonight?
Well, coming from Emil's standpoint, I mean, you never want to lose to the guy that you've mentored for so long. And, Seth has that chip on his shoulder, wanting to prove himself, and came out last week, had a great win.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's ready to go. We talked on Monday. Steve Leslie and myself got to sit down with him, and, he was ready to go. And he's instilled his little family mentality that he learned from Coach Emil at Chaney. He instilled that at Boardman, and, it's going to be a good game for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about the game last week, Boardman came off, Boardman 1-0 right now, coming off a nice statement win, 28-7 over Mooney. Chaney, however, was on the losing end last week against Austintown Fitch, 27-0, but they lost quite arguably one of the best players in the state of Ohio, in Jason Hewlett. Folks, tonight I get to call a game. That's pretty weird that my nephew is now the starting quarterback for the Chaney Cowboys, so I'm calling the game for Boardman, but I'm also rooting him on as well. And listening to the Chaney story yesterday at practice was pretty special too. So, all right, kickoff is underway, and it looks like it's going to be a touchback. But yeah, so it's pretty unique that I get to call my nephew's first start, along with rooting for our Boardman Spartans, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty special night, clear skies. That's all you can ask for on a day like this. No rain, and especially on a grass field.
I'm excited to see the grass. I really am. All I've heard about is how fast Chaney plays.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see kind of how they play lining up on grass. I mean, they practice on grass. So if you're fast on grass at practice, I would assume in the game as well. So we'll see, I guess.
First play from scrimmage is a run. Looks like that's number 2, J.R. Tellington. Big bruising back, 6'1", 245 pounds. Ran it right up the gut on the Spartans.
He just busted through that line right there. Very impressive run.
Yeah.
Looks like it was a gain of 15.
Gain of 15 sets up 1st and 10 on the 35 for the Chaney Cowboys. Another handoff to the outside. Brought down by Anthony Hightower. I'm sorry, not Anthony Hightower. Kawan Robinson. Running the ball that time was Jason Mill Austin.
First time doing play-by-play?
First time doing play-by-play, Quinn. It's Don Mascola, who's not with us tonight. He's a legend. Basically had some big shoes to fill, and thankfully you were able to step up and help me out tonight as well.
Hey, I'm just filling your shoes. You're taking over for him. But chain of command, it just keeps on rolling.
2nd and 9, looks like maybe about a 2-yard gain.
So 3rd and long here, Donnie. What are you looking for? Are you looking for maybe a little pass out to Clive on this one?
It's a pretty unique situation right here. It looks like Andrew Galt's not even in the game. Looks like a little wildcat action. Austin with the ball, cutting it up. It's going to be just short. Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 3. That was a pretty weird formation there.
Yeah, I felt like I was watching the Colts when they tried to run that fake punt back in the day.
So 4th and 2, 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball's on the 43-yard line. Boardman quarterback Anthony Hightower is back to receive the punt.
Looks like Tellington is going to be punting the ball for Chaney.
Low snap. Decent punt.
Looks like a little bit of a hold up there, but it didn't look like it was thrown. Get down to what, 24
yard line?
23, 24. Not a bad little punt there. Changed field possession and everything like that.
Yeah. Looked like after that first play, Chaney was going to be able to run the ball pretty good, but Boardman tightened up on defense, and especially on the edge, it seemed like they were able to get some guys up there to get some quick stops. So we'll see how Chaney responds next time on offense. But Boardman coming out, they have phenomenal running back in Sean O'Horo, rushed for over 200 yards last week. The kid is just an animal on the field, does it all for them. Hightower with the snap. Loose ball. Hightower was able to get it back. Looks like it was a fumbled snap from Hightower to O'Horo. Luckily, Hightower recognized that right away and was able to pick it up. It is a loss on the play of about 3 yards, so 2nd and 13 to go on the 21 for the Spartans.
Looked like he was almost in the position of wondering if he should pull it or not on the read option there.
Yeah, and when you're not normally used to playing that position, read option becomes very difficult. Looks like junior running back Fernando Ortiz gets the ball this time. He's brought down by a host of Chaney Cowboys. That was good for 6 yards.
Solid run, though.
Yeah, very solid run. Ortiz and O'Horo, they complement each other really well. O'Horo should get the lion's share of the carries, but Ortiz is very capable as well. 3rd and 7 for the Spartans at the 27. It was a great play, nice diving catch by Kewan Robinson for the Spartans. Looks like it was just enough for the first down.
Must have been on that stretch at the end there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Donnie, I don't know if you saw it, but Clive Wilson got off the ball real quick on that far side, chased him down, ran over the tackle, didn't even worry about him.
And, folks, there's no possible way you can tell how big Clive Wilson is on this computer screen, but when he was at our practice yesterday, when we were at their practice yesterday, that kid is a monster, and he's probably got even bigger of a heart. Sean O'Horo on the outside, picks up about 20 yards before he's knocked out of bounds. Nice solid run by O'Horo. I mean, the kid, like I said, he puts his head down and he runs. There's no doubt about it. Is there a penalty flag on the play?
Looks like there is. Looks like it'll be a holding call.
You know, if you're Boardman, you got to clean up those mistakes. I know it's early in the game, but you just negated a 20-yard run by holding. You just get that block and move on.
I almost wonder if it was a kind of like a block in the back sort of thing there. Because it looked like the flag got thrown right on that outside edge where that wide out was coming in.
It's 1st and 16 now for the Spartans. Cam Thompson out wide. They give his O'Horo. He looks like he got bottled up right at the line of scrimmage by big Clive Wilson.
I'll tell you what, if he gets his hands on you, you're not going anywhere.
I mean, folks, this kid is the real deal, and as big as he is, he wears the number 1, makes him look even bigger. It's insane. He's a Boston College commit, wants to take up engineering when he's in school. Just a great kid. Little reverse action. Back to O'Horo for a gain of about 3 yards. So we're a big 3rd down for the Spartans. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 13, so 3rd and 14 maybe. See what kind of play they drum up here. To me, a game like this at the 31-yard line early in the game, you almost want to do something safe and get yourself some back in the field position game.
Yeah, definitely. Although knowing Seth the way that I've seen over the years, being at YSU with him and everything like that, learning from some of those coordinators, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a pass.
It's definitely a boot pass. Looks like a very similar play. Cam Thompson broke free down the sideline. Now Cam Thompson is a very fast sprinter. He ran a sub 1100 in the track season last spring. So great play by Hightower, springing the ball out, finding Thompson on the edge there.
What don't you know?
I try to know as much as I possibly can, Quinn.
You know just about everything.
I try. I don't know how to move the camera because I think I got a little shaky on that one, folks.
Took it off its legs, that's why.
1st and 10 on the 37 for the Spartans. Ortiz and O'Hora on the backfield. Looks like a little read option. Oh, another fumble. Looks like recovered again by a Hightower, but if you're Boardman, you gotta that's gotta concern you early on, Quinn. 2 fumbles on this drive.
Absolutely. I mean, the first one you can kind of chalk up to, being stuck in between on a read option there.
Yeah.
That was a straight fumble.
Yeah. Got to clean that up. There was a couple things last week that Boardman did defensively that gave Mooney a chance to score on them. Offensively this week it seems to be a little bit of an issue, but still early on. 2nd and 15, 5:45 to go in the first quarter, folks. O'Hora on the back with Hightower. Looks like a little end around to Kawan. Good for about 1.5 yards.
Very impressed with the way Chaney wraps up on the tackles there.
They really do. Coach Emil's got to have these kids locked in, especially after the week that they had. They probably had a great week of practice getting these kids dialed in. It's tough to bring somebody back after a loss, but looks like we got an injured Spartan on the field. Folks, we'll go to break.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
Back, folks. That was Kawan Robinson that came off the field a little injured, a little hobbled, but another 3rd and 14, Quinn, for the Spartans. Can they convert again?
That's a good question.
Hightower going deep, has a man wide open, but it looks like he overshot the receiver and Cam Thompson. Looked like a little bit of a mix-up there because there was nobody down the middle of the field, only Thompson on the outside. So not really sure what Hightower saw or if a receiver ran the wrong route, but a little mishap for the Spartans. Looks like they're going to send out the punter for them.
Yeah, it looked like that Thompson was supposed to be on maybe kind of like a deep post. Instead, he ran what would that be, a go route,
yeah.
I guess.
Great little pooch punt for the Spartans. Looks like it's going to get down to about the 1 yard line. That's pretty spectacular punt. Carson Essed, another senior soccer player for the Boardman Spartans. The other kicker / punter is Cole Conkson, another soccer player.
I think we did it wrong back when we were in high school.
Yeah.
We never had a soccer kid come in and play kicker for us.
At McDonald, we didn't have soccer, so we couldn't find anybody. But we had some good ones, though.
We went from one year, my freshman year, we went from making kicks to my sophomore year, we didn't even attempt to kick. We went for it on everything. Our kicker graduated, ended up going on to the Army.
Wow.
Played football at our Army.
1st and 10, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Chaney with the ball at their own 2 yard line. Galt with the handoff to the big boy, J.R. Tellington.
That's a smart play down there, backed
Absolutely.
up. Give it to the big guy, let him rumble a little bit.
Absolutely. You don't want to do anything you don't want to put your sophomore quarterback in a bad situation with 98 yards to go.
Nothing like throwing him to the fire, though, at the same point.
Right.
Come out slinging.
Wouldn't that be shocking?
Wouldn't surprise me, though. Chris Meal has always had a little trick up his sleeve every time I've seen him.
Sure has. Looks like Austin's in the backfield with Galt this time. The give is Austin. Austin got wrapped up quick. He missed a hole.
Great job tackling, though.
Great job by the Spartans. Little host, looks like Ashton LaBelle on that one. Brings up 3rd and 9. Austin cut to the outside. He missed his hole early, though. Could have picked up quite a few more yards.
So what do you do here now, Donnie? Do you go run it again right up
You
the
are
gut? Or
absolutely
are you looking to try
running
to
the ball
pick it
again.
up?
If you don't run the ball here, then I can't see them giving Boardman a short field like that on a pass play. It's exactly what they do is they run the ball, but it looks like it might be a safety. Nope, they're marking them down just at the 6-inch line of the goal line. So brings up 4th in a long 12.
You know it's a safety when you line up the ball and it's on the goal line.
Yeah, yeah.
This will be interesting to see because we were watching him a little bit yesterday at practice, and it seemed like he struggled a little bit punting the ball when he had some rush, and I got to believe that Seth dialed up something here. They're bringing everybody.
Yeah, you have Stephen Conte on the outside, real shifty defensive back. He could get back there quick. Looks like he tried that, but Hightower has a nice clean scoop of the ball.
Good job reversing field there too. Looks like there's going to be a block in the back.
Yes, a couple blocks in the back when you're shifty like that, like Hightower was, and somebody's blocking, all of a sudden he comes back, and that guy that's blocking for him doesn't realize that he's coming that way, ends up being a block in the back. So what could have been really, really great field position for Boardman still is going to be good field position for them because they'll still be on this side of the 50. But
I think that might be that new rule. I was talking to Coach Seidel down at Sebring about it because he runs some plays like the wham and all that stuff, where the block in the back has to be all hands now, I believe.
Oh,
I
no
believe
shoulder
they
pads.
changed that ruling and everything. It has to be all hands. And I think that might be where that came into play right there.
So Boardman still with great field position. They're at Chaney's 40-yard line. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. O'Horo with the carry. Wow, Chaney got off that block quick.
They do a really good job on those edges there, getting that edge, setting the edge real strong there.
Tellington did a really nice job reading that, got into the backfield quick. Nowhere for Sean O'Horo to go.
Granted, now it helps when you have Clive on one side and Tellington on the other.
I'm pretty sure there might be more than one person blocking Clive Wilson today.
Pretty soon they're going to be doubling Tellington on the other side too.
Brings up a 2nd and 11, just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hightower gets a snap. Takes it for himself, picks up about 5 yards on that. Looked like he had Ortiz early on that play and chose to keep it for himself. Ortiz may have been able to get a little extra yardage there. But, again, we're not out there. We're up here. I'm fat and old, so.
I think everybody listening
Hightower's a little bit quicker than me, so. Hightower's a little quicker than me, so.
It's a great job, though, by DJ Waller coming across the field there, making that tackle.
That was a great open field tackle. Brings up 3rd and 8 for the Boardman Spartans. Single backfield. That's a great route by Cam Thompson for the nice easy catch. Picked up about 13 on the play. They only needed 8, so it's a first down for Boardman at the Chaney 27-yard line.
I'll tell you, Donnie, I get spoiled doing this with you because you get to watch everything. I just watched the blocking right there.
Yeah.
O'Horo came in and picked up a great block on Clive. Clive came right through. He picked him up. Great timing to make that pass, too.
The kid does it all, man. Speaking of O'Horo, gets the ball right up the gut, picks up about 6 yards. You know,
Clive on the tackle, by the way.
Clive on the tackle. You know, Sean's he's a unique kid. He's a fantastic wrestler. You know, his main thing was always wrestling. I mean, he's played football for years now too, but he was always talked about as a wrestler. You have to start talking about this kid as a football player. He's every bit of football player as he is a wrestler now. Hightower with the fake. Doesn't look like he's going to go anywhere, and then all of a sudden he picks up a couple yards there. I mean, he looked dead to rights.
It looked like he was wrapped up and everything and squeaked out somehow. Want to say they're going to take it down to the quarter, though. It's going to be third and about 4, probably when we resume here in the second quarter.
Folks, we'll be right back.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Second quarter getting underway. 3rd and 3 for the Spartans. Looks like it might be 2-down territory for them, though. What do you think, Quinn?
I want to say so. I mean, it's early still to the point where you don't want to lose it, but never mind. Doesn't really matter, I guess.
It doesn't matter. O'Horo puts his head down. He's going to give you 3 yards plus. Looks like he picked up about 11 yards on that carry. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans approaching the red zone. Is it the Heinz? What red zone is it here?
It's just the audible call red zone.
Oh, nice. The
That's
audible call red zone.
So you got to say hi to Mike Ackelson back in the studio with Steve Leslie, Coach Seidel, and all the other fellas. And I believe Sarah's down there, too, with Jen. So
are they eating a buffet down there?
Absolutely.
Where's
We're
our
out
buffet,
here doing
Quinn?
the work, and they get to do that.
All right, just
I'll tell you
couple
what,
yards.
Donnie, I don't know if you saw it or not, but it looks like Seth made a little bit of an adjustment with his staff on the edge rushes there. It looks like they're giving them the edge now and kind of just letting their momentum take them out.
Yeah, very smart move. I mean, especially when you have a big boy like Clive on one side and you still have Tellington on the other side. So it
almost looks like they're letting their momentum take them out, and then they're going to pick up the block towards the end.
Absolutely.
Which is a smart move, but it's almost like pass protection at that point, I think.
2nd and 7 for the Spartans. Looks like it's going to be a false start. Take it back to the
moving back
14-yard line.
14? It's too late in the day for me to do quick math.
Boardman can still get a 1st down on this drive. 2nd and 12 right now. I would stay on the ground. It's working for you right now. No need to force anything unless you have a little one-on-one matchup on the outside with Cam Thompson.
Looks like on our side that there is a little bit of a one-on-one matchup there.
Ortiz this time with the carry. Didn't really hit the hole as hard as O'Horo hits it. That's one thing you definitely have to do. Chaney has too much speed to pitter-patter through the line of scrimmage. You got to get through it.
I think that's the first time in about 13 broadcasts I've heard someone say pitter-patter.
Pitter-patter, baby.
I like that.
3rd and 10 for the Spartans. 10 minutes to go in the half. What do you think? 2-down territory.
Depends on how much trust you have in your kicker. I mean, it's been a low-scoring game. I mean, we haven't seen a score yet, which is surprising to me.
Right.
But, I mean, it
Bad
doesn't hurt
snap.
to try.
Oh, bad snap right to Ortiz. Ortiz was lucky enough to pick up a couple yards, but
I want to say you're going to kick here.
yeah.
Bring him out. Try it.
Tyler Chalesky getting his second start. Maybe a little nervous because his dad was talking smack to him about this game. His dad's a big-time Chaney alum and went to YSU, was on a couple of national championship teams. Of course, he talked smack to his son before a big game. Early on, BT, you're letting your son throw bad snaps. Come on, buddy.
No way. I would never believe Mr. Chalesky was talking smack.
Oh,
Never.
I think he lives for smack. Carson Essett on to kick the field goal. Looks like a 28-yarder. Good snap there. Kick
Great
is up.
kick.
That could have been good from 40, folks.
Great kick.
And just like that, 3-0. Boardman with 9 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the half. Looks like we're going to come back to you guys shortly here. Take a little break. You're
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. If we don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Welcome back, folks, to Rain Stadium, where the Boardman Spartans just took a 3-0 lead on a Carson Essett 28-yard field goal. 9 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the half. Cole Congston with a pooch kick, and it looks like the Spartans are going to be called for offsides. Should be a re-kick. Shout out to the Chaney Cowboy cheerleaders. Really getting into it, folks. They're getting the crowd ready, revved up. Maybe their offense can pick up on some of their enthusiasm. If the official would like to pick up his flag on the field, I don't know.
I was just about to ask you. You think he remembers that he threw it there?
There he goes. All right, let's just do this again 5 yards farther. Boardman kind of showed their hand a little bit with a little pooch kick. Looks like they're
I mean, it's a smart move. He neutralized Chaney's speed there.
absolutely.
Hey, don't worry, Donnie. I got the camera, too.
Oh, thanks,
It's all
Glenn.
good.
You're the man.
I'll just do it all.
You are the man. Oh, look at that. Look at that kick.
That's the beauty of grass right there.
Yeah, folks, that ball went nowhere once it hit the ground and was able to have Boardman come up and get everybody in on a gang tackle there. So Chaney will take over on the 35-yard line. 9 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the half. What do you think Chaney does differently here now that they don't have the goal line at their backs?
I still think it's going to be runs. I mean, you got a bruiser as a running back, and you got a little speed that subs in right afterwards. I would say he's going to probably use a little bit more of that speed this time.
Yeah.
Kind of maybe if we're going to see some passing, maybe some out into the flat a little bit.
Yeah.
Allow them to use their athleticism and kind of try to just get some momentum going.
Maybe even a little bubble screen of some sort.
Or we could just be way off and not have a clue what we're talking about.
Quarterback keeper. Oh, first pass play of the game is batted down by Joseph Farah, by Andrew Galt. Check that. That's Caleb French, not Joseph Farah. Folks, we're a little bit farther away from the field than the camera.
You want to borrow my glasses?
I should borrow your glasses. Caleb French Jr., nice job there. mimicking Joseph Farah, we'll say that.
He got his big paw up there, too.
Yeah,
that
he did.
That was incredible.
2nd and 10. Look for a nice handoff to Austin here. Brought down quickly for negative yards by a whole slew of Spartans.
It was impressive. Both sides just very impressive up front tackling.
Looked like Stephen Conti led the way in on that tackle. Stephen Conti is his dad Don was a Chaney alum here, so I'm sure mixed emotions for the Contis tonight, but I'm sure they're rooting on their Spartans. Another little bunch set here for the Chaney Cowboys. Something a little different. Not Drew Galt. Looks like Tellington. Or Austin, I'm sorry, gets a carry. Penalty flag comes in late at the end of the play.
I'm impressed with how well Chaney pulls that off.
It's a little bit of a scatter. If you're Boardman on defense, you don't know who to cover. And
I mean, naturally, you got to know that the first 3 on this side here on the bubble, that was our near side, are ineligible anyway. Those are your linemen. So they are ineligible, so you don't technically need to line up with them. But at the same point, you still got to respect the fact that they got some speed behind them. And if they do get that toss out there, it might just be a one-way show to the end zone.
Looks like another crazy formation for the Chaney Cowboys, and Seth Antrim's seen enough. Decides to call his first time out of the half. 8:08 to go, 3rd and 7. Ball on the 35-yard line for Chaney. Nice big play for Austin from Chaney, but again with the penalty negates a 16-yard play.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, the formations are getting to the point where they're just crazy enough that they might work.
Yeah. Something tells me there's a little bit more to that wrinkle.
Definitely.
And we'll probably see that maybe down the line in this game, especially if it's a close game.
I mean, I got to imagine when you get 6 guys on our side that it's designed to be a pass play if possible.
Some sort of screen, some sort of quick hitter.
Unless whoever might be back there, in that case it was Austin. Maybe if he sees something where he might be able to get a lane or something to keep it. Otherwise, I got to imagine that it's almost guaranteed to be a pass play out there.
Absolutely. And then if you're Boardman, how much time do you spend on this in preparation this week in practice? You probably saw it a couple times maybe last week against Austin Tom Fitch.
It's one of those things, though, at the same point, I mean, you can make the argument that Seth should know that that's coming.
Absolutely.
But granted, now Seth was the offensive coordinator last year. So
these aren't his plays
maybe
now,
not. But I got to imagine if Chris liked something that he saw, that he was going to keep it.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, he was going to keep it.
3rd and 7, Drew Galt's back in at quarterback, so look for this to be either another run or a pass attempt by Galt.
Interesting little
Chaney's
formation
in a little bit
here.
of a bunch set.
Get a shotgun with a shotgun.
Little double pass. It is a handoff to another flag on the play.
Tellington runs hard,
Tellington runs extremely hard, but again, it might be another hold possibly on Chaney, negating that first down. Clipping. Man.
It's an old school call right
Absolutely.
there.
I haven't seen a clipping call in forever.
Leave it to Mr. Montana to call it clipping.
So what would have been a first down for Chaney is going to end up being a 3rd and very, very long.
3rd and what would that be, about 14 now?
I would say 14, 15 yards.
Or not.
Or
just
even,
keep on rolling.
Even farther. 3rd and 20, folks. Jeez.
More than that, 22.
Wow. Penalties are costly for both teams right now. You got to get that penalty bug out of the way. Clean this stuff up.
Still only 3-0 game, though.
Yeah. Just under 8 minutes to go in the half, folks.
Donnie slacking on the camera
Yeah,
as always.
I'm sorry. I'm so wrapped up in this game. 3rd and 22 for the Chaney Cowboys. Looks like it's going to be another inside handoff.
Or not.
Or a little swoop pass. Drew Galt just let Austin out by a little bit.
That might be for the better, though, in that situation. It looked like if he caught that, there was 2 Spartans ready to
Ohoro and Joseph are ready.
Take him out, yeah.
But good for Chaney, not trying to force the issue, not trying to force anything, especially on a 4th and 22. There's not too many 4th and 22 plays or 3rd and 22 plays that you're going to draw up there. So
I don't know if there's any, to be honest with you, other than Hail Mary.
Tellington's punt last time fizzled out pretty good for Anthony Hightower to scoop up. Looks like Boardman's going to be set up for some better field position again. Another low snap. Actually, this punt is way better than last time. Fielded cleanly by Hightower. Makes a couple miss. Ends up the sideline. Still going, folks. Looks like he's knocked down at about the 39-yard line, and no laundry on the field.
Ace camera guy, huh?
Oh, ace camera guy. My bad.
I feel it. I'll just do it all, you know. I got everything. I can do it all. I can do it myself.
At Boardman, we're so lucky to have.
Are you lucky or are you spoiled?
Spoiled.
There's
to
a couple
have
things there.
The Boardman Spartan Television Network doing our stuff for us. So, folks, last week you had 6 camera angles by the students, replay, everything else. Tonight we just have a single camera
this week
that
you
may
got two. You got
or may
one
not
that
move.
doesn't show anything, and you got one that does.
It may or may not move the camera tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Gives O'Horo right up the gut for about 8 yards. O'Horo's just a beast. I mean, he
definitely runs hard.
When you say he puts his head down, like if you watch this game closely, his head is literally down, giving him all the momentum to get through that hole. He's not pitter-pattering through nothing on that one, buddy.
What's the opposite of pitter-patter?
Patter-pitter. Give to O'Horo again. Looks like he picked up a couple yards there. It's going to be about 3rd and 2. But again, you're in two down territory if you're Boardman, so you have the luxury of your playbook.
A couple scores came through on the group chat here, Donnie. South Range leading 20-0 over University School at the end of the first quarter.
Wow.
Hubbard up 14-0 at the end of the first. T.C. Caffey had a 47-yard touchdown run.
Wow.
And 7-7, McDonald Columbiana tied up at the end of the first.
Looks like no gain for O'Horo there. It's going to be 4th and 2 for the Spartans. You know, talking about that Hubbard-Mooney game a little bit, Caffey, over 500 yards for the season so far for this kid. Ran for 450 yards last week with 5 touchdowns. Already has another long touchdown today. I mean, Trumbull County Player of the Year is almost locked in after week 2.
Definitely. I mean, he puts his name right on the list with some very incredible running backs that we've seen over the past maybe even 10 years.
Absolutely.
Come through Trumbull County.
Big 4th down for the Spartans. The give is to Sean O'Horo, but he's met with a host of players from Chaney. That play didn't have a chance, Quinn.
No, not at all. Looked like Juwan Freeman getting right in there to start the, I guess what would that be, gang tackle maybe?
Yep.
I guess that's what you could call it. And I got to imagine that once one person makes a hit, everybody's coming with them.
Right. Looks like an official timeout. Turnover on downs, 5:43 to go in the half. Chaney takes over on the 30-yard line. Yeah, but getting back to Caffey from Hubbard, I mean, the kid, you're talking about Trumbull County Players of the Year.
I mean, you just put yourself on a list with, you know, guys like L.J. Scott from Hubbard.
Yeah.
You put your name on the list with Devion Smith from Howland. You put
Maurice Claret from Warren
Harding. Put your
Harding.
name with Claret right there. And I mean, at the end of the day, isn't that what you want to be as a running back in Northeast
Absolutely.
Ohio? Is you want to be compared to Maurice?
Absolutely. I mean, if a kid keeps this up, you know, and I hear that Hubbard's offensive line is just massive.
Oh, they're
and
big.
They're phenomenal.
Big boys, yeah. Definitely.
But kid keeps that up. You're talking Mr. Ohio numbers.
Oh,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? So
absolutely.
That would be very, very awesome to see. So especially somebody in this area. Even though we weren't there for their practice yesterday, we were at Chaney instead, which turned out to be one of the best experiences of my life. Being on YSN yesterday during the Chaney practice during their power hour, but talking to some of these kids, you know what they go through on a day in and day out basis is nothing that I can even imagine. And for them to all talk about being a family and being a bunch of brothers, I'm definitely a Chaney fan moving forward.
You allowed to say that?
Absolutely.
You don't care.
I'm the mayor of Boardman. No, I'm not.
I don't know. I was walking around with you through the stands, and it felt like it.
A few people said hi.
A few hundred.
1st and 10 for the Chaney Cowboys on the 32-yard line. 2-back set with Drew Galt. The give is to a new one. Can't make out that number yet, folks.
Looks to be 26 on the carry.
26, Malik Hunter, sophomore running back, 6'1", 210.
He looks a lot bigger than 6'1", I'll tell you that much.
And when I was a sophomore, I might have been 110. Look at me now. Look at me now.
Too many Sour Patch Kids.
Yes. Nachos.
How do you say no to nachos, though? You know what's interesting, Donnie? I haven't seen Clive out there on the offensive end yet.
No. Little end around.
Oh.
Ooh, big time hit. Big time hit for Boardman, number 35, Andrew Swanson.
It's a great run, though.
It was a great run.
Great run. 15, that's LeBron Dunlow.
Picked up 5 yards on the play. A manageable 3rd and 5 for the Cowboys.
Offsides, call it.
Nice hard count by Andrew Galt.
Puts you at about 3rd and 1.5, maybe.
Yep. That was a long 3rd and 5, folks.
Can we just dial up a quarterback sneak? Can we just have Clive go right under center on this?
I mean, he's big enough to just reach it over. Looks like they're giving him an automatic first down on this one. Play clock running, 4:30 to go.
Guess it wasn't a long 5.
Sure looked like it from here on the other side of the field. Tellington with the carry. Austin with the carry. Gets tripped up in the open field by Anthony Hightower. You know,
Great open field tackle.
One thing about Boardman this year is, as I was talking about earlier, their speed on the defense is something completely different than what they were last year. They really have done a great job, especially in the open field, getting those tackles.
Definitely.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 with a trip set to the left.
I wonder how much of that comes because of new coaches and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
New style of training and everything. And different mindset, maybe.
Oh, ball gets popped loose. Looks like it's recovered by Cortland Love from Boardman. Cortland Love, another big kid. Oh, no, it looks like Chaney came up with it. Cortland Love is actually down on the ground right now.
We got another one in the back here as well.
Two guys back. So, folks,
we'll take great camera work again.
Oh, sorry. We'll take a break again, guys.
Coca's Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocaspizza.com. That's Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Coming back to you now, looks like K'Wan Robinson is walking off the field a little gingerly. Cortland Love was the other injured Spartan. He was able to get up and trot off the field, but K'Wan doesn't look like so much. So hopefully it's a speedy recovery for him, and somebody else just needs to step up.
It's good to see all the Boardman faithful and Chaney faithful coming out here.
Absolutely.
A lot of alumni down here, it looks like.
It's a nice crowd tonight, too. And this is a very unique setup for a stadium. It looks like the bleachers go from the end of the end zone to the other end of the end zone, which normally at some of these stadiums you're talking 30 to 30 or maybe 10 to 10, but this goes super long. And I understand, with it being on one side of the field, you know that allows for more of a crowd, but definitely unique. So big 3rd and 13 for the Chaney Cowboys. Penalties have gotten in their way so far in this game. Another handoff to the outside. Big run for number 26, the sophomore, 6'1", 210, Malik Hunter. Big stick, but looks like he's just short of that first down.
It's going to be close.
Definitely worth taking a look at if you got a guy the size of, Tellington's 245 pounds. Wilson's 265.
Definitely got the horses to
Drew
get
Galt's
this
145.
yard.
We might be able to see him do a little scamper. But nonetheless, Chaney's going for it.
Looks like Tellington's in the backfield. I got to imagine that it's going to be a run here as I fix your camera again.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm just so bad at this.
I do it all. It's okay.
Looks like another penalty is going to
start on Chaney.
Take Chaney back. You just got to stay disciplined in this game if you want to have a shot at the end.
A couple more scoring updates here, Donnie. Hubbard 14, Mooney 7 in the second. South Range 27, University School 7. That's in the second quarter as well. And courtesy of Steve Gilmartin, your buddy, my buddy.
What's up, Steve?
Whatever we want to call him today. Fitch is leading 14-7 over Kent McKinley.
That's incredible.
Will be a run again.
Looks like Emil saw something in the last couple of plays, but this time Boardman was ready for it. Another turnover on downs with 2:14 to go in the half, folks. Boardman has field position at the 48-yard line, 46-yard line, 48-yard line. For Fitch to go up to Canton McKinley, and I know Canton McKinley's down this year. They lost to Menor week 1, 49-7. But if you look at the
come on now.
But if you looked at the highlights of that game, McKinley was able to move the ball in between the 20s. They had some big plays. They even scored on them. Brand new coach and Coach Hall up at Canton McKinley, so it's a rebuilding year for them. But it would still be a great statement win for a team in this area to go outside of the area and pick up a W. So hats off
definitely.
to T.J. Parker and the Falcons. Hopefully they can pull it off.
Keeping pace with the shout-outs, that whole family mentality surrounding Seth and what he likes to do as well. Travis Tisler, another guy from YSU of his, good friend of mine as well, watching.
Yeah.
So I've got to give my shout-out to Travis.
Absolutely.
I like gains of 0.
Gains
nice
of 0.
That means you don't have to move the camera.
I don't have to move the camera. Sorry.
It's nice.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the half. 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. Single back set for Hightower O'Hora in the backfield. Oh, Hightower with a nice fake coming right up the gut.
Hey, don't worry, I got it.
Looks like he's chased out of bounds at the 16-yard line, right into the fence. That's hopefully he pops right back up for that. But great run by Hightower. Looked like it was going to be a little sweep to the outside, cut it right back up.
For the first time, the folks at home got to see a big play.
Yeah, that wasn't
it
a penalty.
It actually was on camera, too.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say because it wasn't a penalty. Thanks, Quinn.
Hey, I got to teach you how to do all this stuff. I got it. It's okay.
Again,
we all want to be like you, walk in and just put it on and let's go. Didn't have to set up. Nothing. Came in with snacks and everything.
You didn't even give me any air conditioning up here.
I got us a fan.
Fat boy sweat, buddy.
I know.
Oh, shout out to Mike Ackelson and everybody back in the studio. We are in the red zone. Sean O'Hora with the carry. Pick up a couple yards to the 15. Those guys are sitting in chairs, relaxing.
Air conditioned. Food. Water.
Looks like Chaney's got a guy down right now.
No elements.
Jeez.
And we're sitting out here calling games, running ads for everybody.
It's a little humid.
It's what we do for the people.
My perm is getting all messed up.
I would believe that. But we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse...
All right, back to live action. 1:20 to go in the half. 2nd and 7 for Boardman at the Chaney 15-yard line. Snap to Hightower. Quick pass over to Cam Thompson out in the open field. Cam Thompson slants it right on up, gets down to the 4-yard line. Great pass. Even better run for Cam Thompson. Sets up a 1st and goal for Boardman at the 4-yard line. Just about a minute to go in the half.
Clock is ticking still, though, Donnie, as it's just about at a minute. See that great camera work? You get to see the clock, too.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Look at that.
Quinn, you're something special,
It's almost
buddy.
like I know what I'm doing.
You know, we could have had Gil Martin come up here and run the camera for us while we could just sit there and talk. I mean, where are you at, Steve?
He doesn't know camera work.
Oh, little give and go, little fake. Hightower had nowhere to go. Looked like that got mixed up a little bit with Ortiz.
A little bit of an early timeout there for Seth. Not a bad one. Still
Not a
has
bad
one
one.
remaining.
Still has one remaining. 40 seconds to go.
Doesn't look too pleased over there, though.
What kind of play are you dialing up here? Are you running the ball up the middle? Are you trying to do something on the outside? What do you think?
You know, being 2nd down, I mean, it doesn't hurt to maybe try a fade here. Looking for Thompson, maybe.
Yeah.
Might not be a bad option. I know Chaney's got the athletes there, though, that can line up with him. So I don't know. I don't know. It's tough because then you make the argument. Then it's 5 yards and you got a guy like Ahoro in the backfield.
Right. You have 3 plays essentially to get the ball in the end zone with a timeout. You can run the ball right here, knowing that you have that timeout, or you could probably run the ball twice, still have that timeout. With 40 seconds
Maybe
to go.
Twice. Yeah, I would say maybe go twice.
Yeah.
Get 2 quick runs, see where that takes you, and then maybe a slant or maybe a fade or something, knowing that you got a timeout.
You just don't have that typical quarterback in Anthony Hightower to throw that fade, so
Right.
you have the confidence to do that. So.
Well, it looks like they're going to load it up in that middle, though. It looks like it should be a run based on how the lineup is.
Some big boys on that line.
Okay, what do I
Looks
know?
like a run RPO right to Cam Thompson in the corner.
It
wasn't a
what do
fade,
I
but it
know?
was a pass to Cam Thompson for Boardman Spartan touchdown.
I do technology. I don't call plays.
9-0 for the Spartans, awaiting the Carson Essed kick. Carson Essed, another tidbit about Carson Essed being on the soccer team for Boardman. He blanked out Mooney 3-0 himself in the soccer game. So,
you mean to tell me the kicker that has an insane boot is the goalie?
was able to hold him from scoring. So, yep. Can you imagine him kicking it out of his?
Oh, it's got to go 90 yards.
I mean, effortless kick makes it 10-0 for Boardman. Oh, he missed it.
No, they said that's good.
No, they're calling it no good.
They called it no good.
Wow.
That looked like that was straight down the middle.
Little chip shot, folks. Unfortunately, we're at Rayen Stadium, not at Boardman Stadium to see the replay, but
that looked straight down the middle.
It really did. He must
even he thought it was good.
He must have thought that chip shot was golden and came up wide left.
I don't know how, because that looked like it was straight.
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, 9-0 Boardman. 35 seconds to go before the half. If you're Chaney, what are you trying to do?
I'm about to respond to Steve.
Oh,
saying
that's what you're doing?
He just volunteered. He said, I'd be happy to be the camera boy. So, Steve, you're welcome. You can come on down.
My brother-in-law, Jeff, in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to you guys watching Drew play today. He says my 8-year-old son should be the camera operator. So, thanks, Jeff, for that little bit of humor. If you guys could see how big this camera is, though, man, it's tough to manage. It's huge.
I don't even know how to explain the size of it. But it's, I'm sitting here looking at the iPad that Chaney's using to do film, and it's...
I'm thinking we need to use that.
We need to switch. But I like it. It's a clear picture when you actually rotate it.
I'm surprised that Boardman decided to kick it deep this time with 30 seconds to go. You would think, don't take the chances on a return, but worked out for them. The ball's going to be at the 34-yard line with 29 seconds to go for Chaney. And again, if you're Chaney, you just maybe a couple run plays, just don't do anything stupid. Just get in the halftime, down 2 scores, and figure it out.
Looks like Mooney's on a warpath. They're coming back. 13 unanswered, 14-13 going.
Wow.
About midway through the second quarter there up in Hubbard.
Now Mooney is a very predictable team. Their running back is pretty solid, so I mean they're probably putting it on them on the run game pretty good. But if you're Hubbard, you just got to answer back.
Trying to get a couple more updates here. Haven't seen anything else come through. Might have to go flipping through and find some stuff later on.
Well, another outside handoff to the sophomore running back, Malik Hunter. 20 seconds and counting. That may take us down to the to halftime, depending on if Chaney wants to run another
Looks
play.
like they are going to take it to the half.
Folks, going into half, 9-0 Boardman.
Thanks for withstanding the first half with us.
Absolutely. We are so lost without – I'm lost without Don Mascola. Quinn at least is giving me some comfort by moving the camera, but
I would say I'm lost, but I've been doing it all, so I'm not even worried.
Absolutely. But we'll see you guys back in the second half.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring. And, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
Right now is a great time to get more for your trade-in at Tri-State Ford. Choose a new Ford or from our great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Plus, you'll get the Tri-State Ford Advantage, including a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty and more. At Tri-State Ford, we'll pay you top dollar for your trade, but you don't have to purchase one of ours to sell us yours. Customer-focused, community-driven. Tri-State Ford, East Liverpool, or visit tristateford.net.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Aaron Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Custom order your Ford your way at Tri-State Ford. Choose the available features that fit your life and style, from the all-new 2022 Ford Maverick F-150 Lightning through the entire Ford lineup. Pick your color, trim level, and options. Plus, get the Tri-State Ford Advantage, including a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty and more. Start your custom order today. Stop in or visit tristateford.net. Customer-focused, community-driven. Tri-State Ford, East Liverpool.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
At Hubbard Chevrolet, Hubbard can help you get the financing you need regardless of your situation. I'm Tony Page, and I've helped thousands of customers in Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania buy a vehicle. Visit HubbardChevy.com to get pre-approved. Remember, folks, Hubbard can help.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
"60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love."
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
Storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
Right now is a great time to get more for your trade-in at Tri-State Ford. Choose a new Ford or from our great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Plus, you'll get the Tri-State Ford Advantage, including a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty and more. At Tri-State Ford, we'll pay you top dollar for your trade, but you don't have to purchase one of ours to sell us yours. Customer-focused, community-driven. Tri-State Ford, East Liverpool, or visit tristateford.net.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Aaron Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
Jimmy Sudman.
And welcome back to the second half of the Boardman Spartan Chaney Cowboy game. Donnie Riccatelli along with Quinn Pushkar. Quinn, first half, what'd you think?
You know, I thought the camera work was a little sloppy.
I do too.
Could do a little bit better on the camera work there. You know, broadcast has gone well. Speaking clearly, everybody's hearing us. Or you meant the game?
Oh, yeah, the game.
Oh,
the
my
game.
fault. Analyzing everything, you know. A couple keys for the second half. I mean, for Chaney, I think you got to establish some momentum, get a good tempo going, and you know you got to trust in Galt. You got to let him make some throws, trust that he can do it, and see where it goes. Because I mean, at the end of the day, Jason's done for the year.
Right.
Coach Emile said that he's done for the year, and you know I wish him the best. And scary injury and all that stuff, but you know Jason will bounce back as always. Tough kid and always will. But as of right now, you know, Galt's your quarterback. You got to trust him. You got to go with it. See what he can do.
Yeah, and it looked like Chaney was a little bit one-dimensional. Looks like they ran the same play multiple times in a row, a few times there, you know, where they could have caught Boardman off guard and a couple others. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, again, Andrew's a young sophomore. You know, this wasn't supposed to be the start for him. You know, it was supposed to be Jason, but you got to move on past Jason and all the, you know,
got to give it a shot.
Good blessings to Jason, but
this is where it's at. I mean, Galt's the guy moving forward. You got to find out what you got with him and trust him and go with it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, you know, Chaney has the athletes. They can do incredible things, and I mean, we've seen it already. They can run the football. They've established that they can run the football a little bit here and there. But I mean, like you said, it's so one-dimensional. You got to trust that he can make a couple of throws here and there.
Yeah, they definitely can run the football. And then on the other side, Boardman mixing it up offensively. I wasn't expecting a pass to the corner for Cam Thompson for that touchdown. So a little bit of a mixed bag for Boardman, and they pulled it off. But, you know, you still have the thunder and lightning, as I like to call it, in O'Horo and Ortiz. Ortiz doesn't look like he's running the ball that hard today, but Sean always runs hard, so there's no reason why he can't see the lion's share of carries in the second half to look to expand this lead for Boardman. But if I'm Chaney, I got to open up a little bit and see what you got. I mean, it's only week 2. Chaney's schedule is brutal. They got one of the hardest schedules in the entire area, so no time better than now to try some things out and see what works and take that stuff moving forward.
Absolutely. And I mean, Boardman, they've shown they can pass a little bit, as you said, with the touchdown pass. But what I've seen is that their runs, Chaney's almost stacking the box on them at this point.
Right.
Just basically saying, we want you to pass.
Right.
So maybe you mix in a couple play actions here and there, or maybe even just come out and start throwing a little bit.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think both teams could very well start throwing a little bit and see where it takes them. But like you said, I mean, both their run games, we both know that they can run the football.
Absolutely. And the other thing, too, is penalties. I mean, you got to clean up penalties.
Definitely.
I mean, second half, with this being within 2 scores, if you're Chaney, you're thinking to yourself, okay, I gave up some really bad penalties that stalled my drive. So definitely got to clean that stuff up in the second half. But, same thing with Boardman. They had a couple long runs negated by penalties. So both teams, you got to do your best to stay clean. And this should be setting up for a really, really solid second half here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the other thing that you touched on early in that first quarter was the fumbles.
Yeah.
Boardman had a couple fumbles there that that you can't have. I mean, it's just that simple. You can't have them, and it's one of those things that it didn't hurt them.
Right.
But at the same point, when you get used to that kind of, you don't want to say get used to fumbling, but if you get into the habit of fumbling and then knowing that you're going to get it, it could create a bad situation real quick.
Absolutely. Got to protect the football. In the same respect that it's a 2-point or two possession game here. If you're Boardman, you got to also understand, hey, I have a 2-score lead. I don't have to take my chances right now. I'd be handing that ball off to number 6 as much as I possibly could in the second half.
A couple scoring updates here for you, Donnie, at halftime. Niles Alliance at half. Niles leads that one 6-3.
Wow.
Columbiana McDonald 14-14 at the half. Harding up on East 42-0 at the half.
Jeez.
Lowville 21-0 over Camel at the half. Fitch leads Kent-McKinley 21-14. Brookfield is up on Springfield at the half 12-7.
Wow.
Howland is trailing Ravenna 14-7. West Branch 20, Woodridge 10. That game's still in the second quarter. Girard 14, Liberty 6 at the half. Poland is leading Louisville 14-7. East Canton's up 7-0 on United at the half. Salem beating Beaver Local 27-14. Ridge is up 27-12 on East Palestine at the half.
Anything on Mooney Hubbard?
Looking that up right now.
We are underway for the second half, folks. Nice deep kick for Chaney. Looks like it's going to travel into the end zone for a touchback.
Got Ursuline leads 28-7 over Hickory in the second quarter. Trying to find the score. Crestview Southern 0-0 at the half. Might as well throw that one out there.
Yep. On turf.
On turf, correct. Beautiful turf facility down there, too, at Southern. Hubbard Mooney is 14-13 still. Hubbard leads. So a couple good games there. A couple surprises, I suppose you can say.
Yeah, absolutely. The Springfield-Brookfield. Big surprise. I mean, anytime you have Bo Brungardt still out on the team, you should fare well. But
I was watching them last week against South Range, and it seemed like kind of the opposite case here. The South Range line just absolutely dominated Springfield's line, which now, granted, makes sense because Springfield lost a lot of guys. But, I mean, it's the old saying. I mean, you win the battle of the trenches, you're going to win the football game.
Yeah.
And so far right here, Boardman's had a decent push against Chaney, which has led to a, 9-0 lead.
Right. O'Horo with that carry, no gain on that play, brings up 2nd and 10. 11.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hightower on the outside. Looks like he's going to take it again with the spin move. Cuts it up nice. Picks up about
Great reach.
8 or 9 yards. Should be a 3rd and short coming up here.
Looks to be about 3rd and 1.
And that's what you're going to have in Hightower. He's going to have to really work on that read option. I mean, he's not a prolific passer, so, and that's what Terrence Thomas would have been in that position as well. But that's a whole new level in Terrence Thomas. This time the give is to O'Horo on the sweep. Looks like he has enough to pick up the first down. Gain of about 3 yards.
Solid run. I mean, that seems to be kind of the MO of Boardman there. Just, grind it out, ground and pound, and see what happens.
Keep that clock running. Just under 10.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. Boardman's taking their time now.
Smart move. I mean, Seth learned from Chris how to grind out some games.
Mm-hmm.
And he's using that tactic against him.
Hightower with the snap, steps back. Looks like he's going to throw, but decides to keep. No, he's going to actually let it go. O'Horo with a great catch. Or I'm sorry, that's Stephen Conti with a great catch. Great diving catch for about 14 yards.
That was close.
For a second there, I thought he was going to be past the line of scrimmage. I didn't think he was going to get that off. I thought he was keeping it for sure, but Stephen Conti with a nice move to get wide open in the flat.
That looked close on both ends.
Yeah.
Close to being a drop. Great catch there. And to me, it looked like he did pass.
And we don't have the replay capabilities here at Reign Stadium like we do back at Boardman with the outstanding BSTN crew.
You don't even have good camera work here.
First and 10. Give is to Sean O'Horo up the middle for a gain of about a half of a yard. We'll give him a full yard. 2nd and 9.
I want to say Clive Wilson has made about 12 tackles today so far.
At least.
It seems like he's been flying all over the field.
The camera does not do him any justice. He's larger than life, folks.
That's
Hightower
your
with the
D1
snap.
athlete right there.
Rolls out. Jukes one defender, decides to give the ball to his assistant coach.
Smart play.
On the sidelines.
Very smart play.
Yeah, you don't want to force anything, especially when you're not a typical passer. Brings up 3rd and 9 ball at the 48-yard line. 9:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Spartans with a 9-0 lead. Thought it was 10-0 on that kick by Carson Essed, but it was
good
just a bit outside.
Must be the short poles over there.
Yeah. Those are not your typical field goal posts here.
I will say this, though. It has held up. The field has held up nicely.
That's amazing.
Great stadium and everything.
Great
atmosphere.
stadium, great atmosphere. Hightower drops back, throws the ball on the ground. He's going to get flagged for that because the ball did not make it back to the line of scrimmage, and there was not an offensive back in the vicinity. So intentional grounding, loss of down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like the Spartans are going to punt.
I mean, in fairness, if I saw Clive coming after me like that, I would have.
I would have curled up like a baby. I would have curled up like a little baby.
I don't know about little.
I'm a big baby.
It's all that popcorn.
Yes, the nachos. Don't forget the nachos and cheese. Should be 4th and 19. The downsman has it at 3rd down right now, but it should be a loss of down. 4th down. Looks like he's getting ready to change it now. 4th and 19. Bringing on the punting unit for Boardman.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a coach say that they were wrong in their own against their own team.
Right. And that's only because they have a big-time punter in Carson Essed. This kid usually can light it up if he gets a clean snap. Looks like another delay of game. False start possibly by Boardman. Too many men on the field.
You can't call the delay of game call. Would have had to have been too many on the field. You can't call delay of game since the ref stopped it to fix the down marker. Should have reset the play.
Should have reset the play clock.
Or at least pushed it to a.
You are so
25.
smart, Quinn.
I've just been around.
You're so technical. Now I see where I see where you're at.
Yeah, so technology.
You're so technical that you got to do the camera too.
Exactly.
I know.
Little things.
Essed back the punt, gets a clean snap. Chaney with the rush. Nice spiral punt for Chaney. Looks like Chaney may have touched the ball, but The officials are saying no. Chaney football.
That's surprising. That looked like they touched it.
From up here it did, but you know what? From that angle, we don't have the best angle, so.
Yeah, captain spoiled over there, that's why.
Yeah.
I like how you slid the popcorn in front of me, too, thinking
Absolutely.
I was gonna eat it.
You're eating it. I had my share.
You paid. Of course you're going to eat it.
I don't care. Chaney takes over on downs. Looks like they got a 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. See if they made some second half adjustments. Looks like they're spreading Boardman out a little bit on defense. Drew Galt with the rollout and the throw with a nice toss and catch.
Great moves right there,
Great moves by DJ Waller. DJ Waller. It's a little dark in the booth up here, folks. You think those turn on?
Absolutely, they turn
I'm going to
on.
give it a whirl. All right, folks, I'm back. Technical issues with the lighting in the booth here. I had to run around the corner, turn on the switch.
Looks like interested to see how many are really worried that you were gone.
I'm sure they weren't. Another back-to-back pass by Drew Galt. Nice little rollout by the sophomore to find Waller in the zone. Looks like Boardman was playing zone defense there, and Waller sat right in the zone, was able to have a nice big pickup. Looks like there's a Chaney Cowboy down at the moment. Nope, looks like a Boardman Spartan.
So we will take a quick break and be right back.
Anthony Hightower, the quarterback.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
All right, we're back. Looks like Anthony Hightower was able to get up and walk back to the sidelines. Going to get some extra work by the trainers. 2nd and 8 for Chaney at the 32-yard line, marching on Boardman's 32-yard line. Little give to the sophomore running back, Malik Hunter.
A little bit of a hot day out there. I would assume probably some cramping going on.
I would have to say. You know what gets rid of cramping really well?
Absolutely.
Mustard.
Mustard and pickle juice.
Mustard and pickle juice. I could go for some pickles on mustard on a hamburger right now. Cheeseburger, actually.
Of course you could.
I wouldn't do a hamburger. People are plain when they do hamburgers.
You know, I always get made fun of for thinking about food 24/7. I think
that's
I
my
just
life.
found my new partner.
That is my life. 3rd and 5. Looks like 2-down territory for the Chaney Cowboys. Nice clean snap. Give to Waller again. Looks like he's got the edge for maybe the first down. Yep. Looks like just enough to pick up the first down.
I remember back in high school, our trainer, he was an old school kind of guy. He would have those little Dixie cups.
Yeah.
That were like from the dentist's office, and he'd squirt mustard in it and pickle juice, stir it with his finger, and say, drink this and go. Had to do it, though. You're like, what are you going to do?
Absolutely.
Say no? No, I'm good. Okay. First, it was funny. If you declined it, he said, all right, and left. He didn't care about it anymore.
Boy. 1st and 10. Looks like we got a different quarterback in for the Chaney Cowboys. Little fake up the middle to number 18. Rumbling down to the 5-yard line. That would be Matthew Jones, freshman, 6', 165 quarterback.
Great read on that one right there.
And with that, we are in the audible call red zone for the fellas back in the studio. Brings up 1st and goal for Chaney at the 5-yard line.
Sure, Mike and the boys are excited to see Chaney first score of the year, hopefully here on this play.
Freshman quarterback in again. Another fake right up the middle. Looks like he's down at the 2-yard line. Pick up for some positive yards.
Looks like Galt's coming back, and Tellington's going to be coming in as well.
Official timeout.
I wonder why.
Helmet came off for Boardman player.
Looks like Tellington's back in. I got to imagine the ball's going to Tellington.
If it's not going to him, I would do a nice little rollout like they just did and maybe hit somebody in the corner, kind of like Boardman did down the other end with Cam Thompson.
It's where you can use some of that size on the outside. Maybe a little fade.
Galt with the keep. Runs it up. Fumbles the ball at the goal line.
Still loose.
Boardman picks it up.
I don't know.
Jarring hit on Andrew Galt there. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down for Chaney. Looks like they were able to come on top.
I believe that was number 10 that made that recovery, who's Javonte Williams. Getting a nice recovery down there for the Cowboys, keeping their drive alive.
Third and goal to go at the 4-yard line. Definitely barring a turnover or a score would definitely be a two-down.
In this situation, absolutely.
Haven't seen Tellington get the ball in a while. This might be it. And it is. Tellington took it up to the, looks like about the 2-yard line. Brings up fourth and goal at the 2. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, just under.
It's that bend but don't break defense.
That's it.
Boardman doing a good job swarming.
Looked like Galt was almost in that end zone, too.
It did. It looked like he was right there. 4th and about 2.
They give it to Tellington. Looks like he's bottled up again.
Stuffed
at the. Tell you what, this is a. It's going to come down to the offensive and defensive lines for both teams. I mean, they both had some nice 4th down stops.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That was Ortiz coming off the edge there. Set the edge perfectly, wrapped him up by the ankles, and took him down.
Looks like Chaney's second half game plan actually was pretty well executed too until they got down there. So look
How
for
good are we? We called that too.
Yeah,
Pass
absolutely.
The ball a little bit.
Pass the ball a little bit, get some open looks, and
opens
like
up
your
know
offense.
What we're talking about.
I mean, we might know a little bit.
I don't know about that. Enough. We know enough.
I played Pee Wee football.
I don't know what to say to that.
Does Nerf count? Nerf football count?
Depends on if it was in the pool or not. Probably.
I used to throw those Nerf footballs like 120 yards.
You mean the ones that Michael Vick threw out the stadium?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Boardman takes over on downs at their own 4-yard line, 1st and 10, 4:32 to go in the third quarter. Looks like a stoppage of play, timeout. First timeout of the second half for Boardman. And with that, we will turn to our sponsors.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
All right, coming out of the timeout, see what kind of play Boardman drew up here with the ball at their own 4-yard line. Looks like it's going to be an end around given to looks like number 2, Joseph Robinson. He's wearing green shoes today, green spikes today. Track season, he wore white shoes. We were able to point him out everywhere because he was lightning fast. We would call him White Shoes Johnson. He was so fast coming around on that 200-meter.
I'd be interested to see how many people know who that is. You're dating yourself.
If you're out there and you know who White Shoes Johnson was, please send a comment.
It'll make you feel a lot better.
Second down, looks like Sean O'Hara got enough for the first down for the Spartans.
I'll tell you what, right here, if I'm Boardman, I want to get a nice long drive.
Sustainable. You want this drive to continue into the fourth quarter. 3:40 to go in the second and the third quarter right now. 1st and 10 ball at the 15-yard line now for the Boardman Spartans.
I mean, I'm looking to kill 5-6 minutes out of that fourth quarter too.
Yeah, last week against Mooney had scored and Boardman answered right back with a 8.5 minute drive to really just end things for them. Capping off with a touchdown, made it 28-7. Hightower with the handoff to Ortiz. Is that Ortiz?
No, it looked like O'Horo.
Yeah, O'Horo. Sorry, guys. We're up in the booth, and 5 and 6 looks really similar when you're up here with eyes like mine.
And you're the Boardman guy, too. That's
Buddy,
amazing.
Come on. 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 now at their own 21-yard line. I'm guessing there's going to be another handoff, maybe around the end. 2 plays in a row.
Those end arounds are doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, that's the old jet sweep. You know, a lot of teams found a lot of success with jet sweep when it first came out. You didn't see much of it in the last couple of years, but it seems like they brought it back. Must be something to attack the edge with. What a great catch by Sean O'Horo coming out of the backfield. Looks like it's going to be a face mask, too. We're going to tack on about another 15 yards. Is it 10 yards now or 15?
I believe it's 15 if you take him down.
Okay.
5 if you just accidentally touch it. Yeah.
Great catch by Sean O'Horo coming out of the backfield, though.
Great little move, too. Looks
the
like
penalty looks like it's on Boardman. That might be the reason why number 11 for Chaney's bent over a little bit. Maybe got a little whack there. Penalties again. Quinn just those are drive killers. You go from a 2nd and 3 picking up a big play, and now you're back to 2nd and 10. You know, the only thing that helped you there was the clock was moving.
Definitely. So it'll be probably 2nd and about 13 maybe on this one.
Looks like it was. Well, it depends on where the spot is.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Spot of the foul.
2nd and 10 basically. Now.
Yeah, 2nd and 10.
So not necessarily a bad situation to be in. Could have been a lot worse.
Don Mascola is listening at home. Don, he's old. He knows who Billy White Shoes Johnson is. It was Don Mascola and myself that coined the nickname for Braden. Joseph Robinson.
Trying to see what we got going on here. Did we get a timeout or?
I'm not really sure what the stoppage of play is. I didn't see.
You know what it might be? It might be one of those mandatory water break sort of things because of the heat index and all that.
Oh,
might be one of those things where a certain amount of cramps.
Yeah.
Have stopped the play that it turns into now special water breaks and stuff like that. Maybe. I'm not sure.
When I played, we had special water breaks too. They yanked us out of the game and told us to go to the trough.
Yeah. Never got back in.
Yeah. What was that? What do you mean cramp?
I believe that was called, tightness back in the day?
Yeah. All right, play resumes, 2nd and 10. Clock's moving now, just under 2:10 in the third quarter. Little inside handoff to Ortiz this time. Little fake to O'Horo. So they went a few times with that jet sweep on the outside, and then they tried to catch him off guard with that little counter on the inside with Ortiz. I'm sorry, Johnson. Johnson got the carry that time. No, it's Ortiz. I'm sorry.
That almost looked a little bit kind of like a triple option sort of thing there.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I'm not used to a triple option on a shotgun.
I hate watching Navy games because of that.
You sure? Or is this because they almost beat Ohio State?
Buddy, I hate watching Navy games because they almost beat Ohio State, and I had to sit there and watch that.
A couple of those years, though, they put up 70 a game.
Oh, yeah. 3rd and 9. Penalties, guys. Penalties are just such a killer. False start on the Spartans. It's going to bring up
on your boy
3rd
Green
and 14
Shoes over there. Looked like he started a little bit early. Got a great break on it, though.
Yeah.
Both these wideouts top side and near side both had great breaks off the sideline. Looked like they had them beat deep.
They definitely have some speed on the edge here for Boardman with Cam Thompson on one side and Braden Johnson.
Be interested to see how that goes now, seeing how that kind of played out, that last play, and it being third and about a country mile. Might be a good time to maybe unleash one here and see what happens.
Sorry, Braden Robinson, not Johnson. We're getting back to the white shoes days. Boardman not doing anything to hurt themselves. Hands the ball off for no gain. Brings up fourth down. Just under a minute to go in the third quarter. Ran some time off the clock. They got the ball. About a 4-minute drive and really didn't go anywhere.
You know, even in this situation, Donnie, going to the fourth quarter almost, being down 2 possessions, I still think Chaney is not in a bad spot.
Oh, Chaney moved the ball really well their last possession. I mean, they definitely
too. They moved it quick.
Very quick, very quick. Got to get a clean snap here if you're Boardman. That was nearly blocked by Chaney. It's going to be a favorable bounce. Looks like it's picked up by number 6 for Chaney.
Great job fighting through there, too, getting to the 30-yard line.
DJ Waller, we called his name a few times today, making some plays.
That was a bold move, too, because he caught that, like, right in the middle of 4 or 5 different Spartans.
Looks like Stephen Conti is down for the Spartans right now. Maybe a cramp there. He's fidgeting around like it's a cramp, but hopefully it's just a cramp.
Well, you know what that means? It means TV timeout.
TV timeout, folks. We'll be right back.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers. And we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit WRSwealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
We're back from the timeout. Looks like Stephen Conti is walking off, double leg cramp. Last time, Quinn, I saw a Conti cramp up like that, it was Dom Conti's forearm reaching over me, getting wings at the beef and keg. So must run in the family with the cramps like that. But man,
never stop talking about food, huh?
It's my life. It's what it is.
I found my new best friend, I think.
Bros for life, buddy. All right, Chaney takes over, 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line, 20 seconds to go. See if they can muster something up. Drew sets back, throws up a fade, wide open. Looks like there'll be some interference
on that.
That was a good ball by Andrew Galt there.
That was a great pass.
Great pass.
Needed a little bit more on it to get it outside, but I think right where he had it, that's a perfect spot.
Great play call for Chaney on that one. Looks like K1 Robinson took a little bit of a bite on that play to allow him to get behind. But good ball, first down, 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. Puts us in the audible call red zone.
Looks like Matthew Jones is back in at quarterback for Chaney. Got to expect a run here. Little keeper to the outside.
I'm impressed with this freshman running quarterback.
Great tackle there too, though.
Absolutely. With that, guys, it takes us down to the end of the third quarter with the score 9-0. Boardman's going into the fourth quarter with a 2-score lead, but Chaney's marching again. 2 possessions in the second half, Quinn. Working pretty well. They just got to see if they can capitalize now.
We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, this is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
All right, fourth quarter is getting ready to get underway. Chaney with the ball, 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line. Looks like a short yard. Is that enough for the first down there, Quinn?
It's going to be close. I think it was. Penalty, though. False start.
Of course, false start. I mean, penalties just kill you. I can't say that enough.
Back you up 5. It'll be 2nd and 8 now from about the 12-yard line. Be interested to see here if we get another one of those kind of fade route sort of things.
Very well could be. I mean, you do have the freshman quarterback coming back in, though.
Well, I guess that just means run.
Direct snap. Looks like it was a little bit of a mishap for Chaney.
Great job containing, though, by Boardman there.
Absolutely. Fernando Ortiz in on that tackle.
3rd and 10 from the 15 now. Still manageable, though. 9-0 early in the fourth.
11 minutes to go. I mean, you just got to put some points on the board on this drive, though.
Definitely. Definitely got to get something here.
Low snap. Drew Gall drops back, throws it up into the end zone. Looks like he's got a receiver open. Another, if it's the play stands, that'll be a touchdown for Chaney. Looks like it may be a defensive penalty. Pass interference on the Spartans. Looks
Another
like the
great
touchdown
pass,
will stay.
though, by Galt there. Looks like they're sending in Tellington. Looks like they're going to attempt the PAT here.
You know, that's what was missing in the first half, Quinn. You got to let your sophomore quarterback make some plays, and it looks like he threw 2 really nice balls on the outside, and they were 50-50 balls, and this time Chaney came up with it.
Definitely. Good pass placement, too. Put it right on the outside shoulder, right where you wanted it to be on that.
Looks like that's going to be a little wide right. 2 missed PATs so far, for one each for both teams today. Makes it 9-6, 10:50 to go in the game. Boardman's still on top, about to receive the kickoff. We'll be right back.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University, and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Erin Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
And we're back. Chaney's getting ready to kick off. Well, Quinn, what's Boardman's answer here?
I still say you got to get a nice long drive put together here. Get a couple good runs in, get the clock moving and everything like that, just to make it. You got to kill clock at this point now. Your lead is 3, so you definitely 100% need to get that moving in your favor again.
Little Chaney with a little quick squib kick. Unfortunately, there's a couple guys off sides. Looks like we'll line them back up.
Might be the most flagged game I've ever seen.
Oh, my God. So many penalties. And honestly, kudos to Chaney for being able to cap off that drive with a touchdown, with the amount of penalties that they received on the way down there. I think Chaney goes back with the squib.
Watched them in practice a little bit yesterday while you guys were talking. I saw a lot of squibs, a lot of different angles on it too, like where they were kicking it. So I would say so. It'd be interesting to see where they squib it though.
The middle of the field looks wide open right now. Nobody offsides this time. They kick it deep. Goes through the hands of Cam Thompson. He's forced to pick it up to return it. Nice edge for Cam. Stays on his feet, gets down to about the 16-yard line.
Great kick coverage there by Chaney.
Folks, we got ourselves a good one. 10:41 to go in the game. 9-6 Boardman. Boardman with the ball, 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line to start their drive. I mean, like you said, Quinn, if they can get that ball to number 6 as much as you can on this drive, maybe turn up some big first downs and some time off the clock, and
I would say right now your goal is to get to probably the opposite 40. If you're going to stall out, would get about to the opposite 40, because by then you're getting a good amount of time off the clock.
Yeah, and quite honestly, Chaney only had 2 possessions in this second half so far. Both times they were flirted with the goal line, with the last time capping it off with the touchdown. So ball goes to O'Horo. O'Horo turns it up, gets brought down after a gain of about 4 yards.
Very solid run right there.
I mean, O'Horo may not have a 20 or 30-yard run today, but man, he's really racking up the yards.
He's consistent.
Runs.
4 or 5 yards a run. That's all you need.
That's it. High snap to Hightower. Is forced to keep it himself. Gets bottled up in the backfield by a slew of Chaney Cowboys. Brings up 3rd and 7.
It almost looks to me like they're not waiting the full 40 on the play clock there.
Looks like another Boardman Spartan on the ground, possibly
more
cramps
cramping.
again.
Take a quick
watch
break.
all these cramps
We'll be right
giving me a
back.
cramp.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Coca's Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet's back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
That was Boardman's Anthony Hightower, starting quarterback on the floor for Boardman. Walking off, looks like probably another cramp. Out on the sidelines right now, brings in, is that Nico Holshoe maybe? Nice little screen pass to start to Sean O'Hara. Look at this, turning it up. And once again, folks, I'm not touching the camera. Quinn is. Thank you very much, Quinn, for
hey, don't worry, I got
stepping
it all.
in.
Got the mixer, the ads. I got it all. It's all good.
Pickup of 25 yards for Boardman. 1st and 10. Just that was a right play call. I'm shocked that they threw the ball with a quarterback just coming into the game.
What are you going to do next week?
That was Nico Holshoe. Don Mascola is going to be with me next week, buddy. Trust me.
Yeah, but you got to do all this.
I know. I'll do it. But Don will be the one talking.
Yeah.
Give up the middle to Sean O'Hara for a gain of about a yard.
Based on what I've seen, though, you enjoy talking all the time. So,
buddy,
difference?
don't inflate my ego.
Piecing together a pretty good drive here, though. Boardman is.
Yeah. Clock's ticking. That's key for them.
That's all that matters. Keep the clock running.
Just under 9 minutes to go in the game. 9-6 Boardman, 2nd and 9. Holshoe still in at quarterback. Drops back to throw and gets sacked immediately by Clive Wilson.
Came right off that backside, got right past. Great explosive burst off the line there. Good jump.
Looks like junior Tyler Chaney's down on for the Spartans right now.
Sounds like we're going to take another break.
Yep. We'll be back.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
It was good to see Tyler Chaney up on his feet, walking back to the sidelines. Again, folks, very humid night. Lots of cramps going on. Cramping just thinking about it, Quinn.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things. I'm glad that I'm standing in front of a fan.
Yeah. Holscher with the rollout, 3rd and 14 for the Spartans.
Here comes Clive.
Gets the ball in the air, up. Oh, just overshoots.
I'll tell you what, though, that was an impressive pass from Nico while he was getting chased down. Almost got sandwiched right there, too, in the backfield.
Braden Joseph Robinson almost was able to run underneath that. That would have been very impressive, but instead it's 4th and 14 for the Spartans.
Great stop for Chaney.
Great stop for Chaney. 8:23 to go in the game. Carson Ness is back to punt.
Be interested to see the approach Coach Emil has here with this much time.
I think you still got to stay aggressive. I mean, it worked for them. Not Carson's best punt. Gets a Chaney bounce. Looks like Chaney's going to take the ball in their own territory. I'm sorry, in Boardman territory at the 49-yard line. 8:13 to go in the game. Great field position for Chaney to do something here. And again, 8:13 to go. It's a 3-point game, but what worked for you in the second half if you're Chaney? They only had 2 possessions. This is their 3rd possession.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, 8:13, that's a lot of time left to play, especially with how Chaney moved the football last time through the air. You know, they got down the field real quick. So I'd be interested to see here, say Chaney does punch one in, how much time's going to be left and what Boardman can do from there.
And one thing I noticed about the play calling, when one play works, they go right back to it.
Definitely.
And that pass play worked last time. So look for this right out of the gate. Said it's a give to, looks like Waller for a gain of about 4 yards, but I wouldn't be surprised if that sets it up.
Definitely. I'm impressed with the way that Malik Hunter's been running the football today, too.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Hunter.
It's been a very physical running back today.
Waller's number 6, huh?
Yeah.
He's the one that caught the touchdown.
Yeah.
2nd and 7, 7:35 to go in the game. Drew Galt steps back, throws it up in the air, throws it up underneath for Waller to dive and catch. Unbelievable. In 3 Spartans. Unbelievable catch for Waller. All Drew Galt had to do was just throw it up in the air, and he made the adjustment.
Great adjustment there by Waller.
Just look for, like we said, I mean, Chaney's staying aggressive.
Which, if you're Chaney, that's what you want to do. You want to keep that tempo, keep that momentum going for you. It worked the last drive. Keep it going.
And with that, we're in the red zone. Drew Galt with the keeper coming around the edge, all the way into the end zone for a score. Chaney takes the lead. No penalties on the play. Unbelievable play call. Let the sophomore take the ball on the sidelines, and unbelievable play by Chaney to take the lead over Boardman. 12-9. I got a feeling it's going to be 12-9 at the end of this.
It's amazing
unless they go for
what
2.
happens when you just listen to the 2 of us.
I mean, we should be offensive coordinators.
I think we should, or at least have a little earpiece that goes directly in.
Kudos to Coach Emil for having the faith in a sophomore quarterback to really, literally have the ball in his hands at the end of the game. Told you it was going to be 12-9. If I was a betting man, I would have bet that all day.
Here's the interesting part, though, is that it's 7 minutes left with a high-powered Boardman offense that's just waiting to get back on the field.
Right. Now you're Boardman. You're down. So your offense is going to change up quite a bit here to see basically, is Hightower coming back out? Is he okay? Coming back
I'll tell
out
you what, though, even if Nico comes back out, Nico gave him a little bit of a different look, being able to air it out a little bit more. Granted, his mobility isn't the same, but he was able to kind of pass it down the field a little bit more. At least that's how it appeared.
What a play fake. Boardman thought all day that was going to the tailback.
I got to give credit there, though. Waller's adjustment there kind of set that tone on that drive.
Yeah, that catch was incredible. Folks, if we were in Boardman, you would be watching that replay over and over and over again.
I kind of like it up here, though.
I do like it up here.
It's like an old school mentality.
It's growing on me, Quinn. It's growing on me.
I don't like grass.
No.
But it kind of fits the way the game's gone and that old gritty style of football.
The grass is giving me a little bit of an allergy right now.
Yeah, I feel that too.
A little tickle. Another deep kick for Chaney. Shout out to Quinn for moving the camera again.
Some things never change.
K'Wan Robinson with the return. Looks like Boardman's going to have the ball at about the 31-yard line. 6:53 to go. Plenty of time for either team, really. But if you're Boardman, you have to answer that score.
Definitely. But the interesting part here, though, is how far does Boardman need to get before they're in field goal range to feel comfortable with at least being able to put some points on the board still?
I would probably venture to guess that Essett's leg can get them probably at least a 45-yard field goal. So, but if I'm Boardman right now, I'm thinking 6. O'Horo lined up in a wing-back set. Ortiz as a tailback. Little misdirection back to Ortiz. Ortiz, he's not hitting the line like he did last week. I mean, if I'm Coach Antrim right now, I'm thinking to myself, if 6 doesn't have the ball, then the ball's in the air.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to run with confidence, especially in the fourth quarter, 6:30 to go in the game. Now you find yourself trailing in the game, and you got to go with your horse. And Sean O'Horo's a horse.
Still no need to panic, though. I mean,
No.
you got 6.5 left to play here. There's no reason to panic or stress.
Falls start a little movement on the line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14 now for the Spartans.
I love the composure that Coach Emil has on the sideline. They're
Yeah.
just walking up and down, relaxed as always. Kind of that weather the storm mentality and wait for your opportunities.
Just under 6 minutes to play, 2nd and 14 for the Spartans. Hightower with the snap, rolls out, cuts it up, doesn't find anything, gets bottled up by a
Great
host.
tackle back there by Tellington.
Tellington was
grabbing
amazing
him.
on that play.
Set that edge perfectly and grabbed him.
Brings up a long 3rd down. Now Boardman found themselves in long 3rd downs the entire first half, so let's see if they remember the plays that they ran before and probably get Cam Thompson involved, I'd say, a little bit here.
So now here's the situation, Donnie. If you get stopped on this, do you go for it?
No.
Or do you punt the ball back to a team that has all the momentum?
The team
in
has
their
all the
favor?
momentum, but if you get stopped, it better be 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. I'm not going for it anything past that. You got to kick that ball deep, and you got 2 timeouts still. Like you said, Chaney has all the momentum right now. He's going to get intercepted by Chaney, but there's penalty flags all over the field. Looks like the Boardman defender was interfered on, or Boardman offender was interfered on there.
So it'll be pass interference, and I can't help but notice, I don't know if you saw it, Clive just blew up the
Anthony
offensive
Hightower.
tackle there, and he made a nice little tackle on Hightower.
You know, it's 6'6", 265. That's an understatement. I can't believe they list him at 265 and 6'6". He looks more like 6'8", at least. That should set up an automatic first down for Boardman.
Back to what you said earlier, though, penalties. Game changer.
They really are. I mean, they're momentum breakers.
I mean, especially on a play like that. I mean, that you had him basically dead. You had double coverage on that corner.
And Hightower just threw that ball up in the air, too. I mean,
even if you bat it down, like you said, it's 4th and a mile.
Right.
And you're basically guaranteed the football back.
Okay, so it's not a guaranteed first down, not automatic, but it is a 3rd and 1. Now, right here, I'm handing the ball off to Sean O'Hara. I'm getting that first down. And then
See, I have a different mentality. Since they've been setting the edge, I'm going straight up the middle. I'm going right under center, and I'm going straight up the middle.
Sean O'Hara's not even in the game right now. Gives the Hightower right up the middle. Breaks free. If he can shake another defender, he's all the way down to the 20.
That'll
Looks
put
like
him down
the
there, though.
21-yard line right before the audible call, red zone.
Well, I guess we were kind of right about the run and where. Didn't expect that by any means.
Not seeing number 6 out there was a little nerve-wracking for me. But nonetheless, great run by Anthony Hightower, making some moves, breaking free of a couple defenders, getting it down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the game. Boardman on the cusp of scoring, though. Little inside handoff to Ortiz. Ortiz bounces it back out for a gain of about 8 yards.
Looks like another Chaney player is down, so we will take another break.
4:03 to go in the game. 12-9 Chaney. 2nd and 10 on the 14-yard line. We'll see you when we come back.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you
Back in action with just under 4 minutes to go in the game. 2nd and 1 for Boardman. Handoff goes to Ortiz. Doesn't look like he has enough for the first down. Brings up a 3rd and short. Again, Ortiz, he's not hitting the hole like he did last week. So maybe he did have a leg injury last week, so maybe it's still a little ginger on him. But 3rd and 2, big 3rd down right here for both teams. If you're Boardman, you're definitely going to go for it to
Do you, though? I'd
3 minutes to go.
I trust my kicker.
Hightower with the keep. Looks like he's going to have enough possibly
Looks like that was the
down.
mentality, too. Run kind of towards that center. Just try to center it even if you can't get in.
Yeah. Officials are calling.
It's going to be close.
Official timeout for a measurement, perhaps?
Based on where it is and where we are, that looks like a first down to me.
It does look like a first down, but I also thought that extra point was good, too.
That is also true. Which, I mean, I think everybody in the stadium thought that was good.
Right. 3:04 to go in the game. Timeout for a measurement.
A couple scoring updates for you. Fitch leads 31-21 or 35-21, excuse me. Dover up on Canfield late in the fourth, 21-7. Salem's beating Beaver Local 48-21 in the fourth. Hubbard Mooney. Hubbard is up 21-19.
Wow, what a game.
Very, very good game down there. And Crestview exploded in the third quarter. 28-0 over Southern.
Was it nothing?
It was 0-0 at the half.
Wow.
Harding defeated East 55-0 today.
Wow.
And Columbiana leads McDonald 30-14 at the end of the third.
Not sure what's going
is still up on Springfield 14-7 also.
Not sure what's going on in the game, but the officials making one of the Chaney players go off onto the sideline, maybe for equipment malfunction, maybe. But while you were going over the scores, they did measure it. It was good enough for a first down, so the Spartans have the ball 1st and 10 on the 13-yard line with 2:59 to go in the game. Clock's running.
Still not a bad situation to be in.
No.
Even being down 3.
Hightower with the fake. Gains about 2-3 yards on the play. And Boardman can still get a first down. And brings up 2nd and 7. We're approaching the 2:30 mark in the game, folks. Exciting game, close game. Chaney leading 12-9. Looks like Boardman wants to take their time now. They saw how quick Chaney was able to get the ball down the field. It looks like they're going to take their second time out of the half.
Smart. Probably a smart timeout there with 2:18 left.
Absolutely.
I guess with that timeout, I guess we can take a timeout too.
I guess we can.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
All right, just coming back from the timeout. 2:18 to go in the game. Boardman's faced with a 2nd and 7 at their own 10-yard at the Chaney 10-yard line. Snap to Hightower, give to Ortiz. Ortiz bounces it up to the middle, bounces in, jumps in for the touchdown.
Don't sound too excited there.
Looks like
Boardman
Felix.
Guy.
Looks like Ortiz, right? Yeah, it was Ortiz.
Absolutely, that was Ortiz.
Nice run play for Boardman there, right up the gut. Little shake and bake, dive into the end zone. Boardman takes the lead, 15-12, and I got to tell you, if Essen makes this extra point, Chaney has to score a touchdown.
A long way in helping. I guess we get a good angle on it now too. We can see how the kick actually goes.
High snap, kick is up, kick is good. Wow, and he crushed that. He didn't try a chip shot that time.
I'll tell you what though, I'm not sure who it was down there in that middle. I think it might have been Clive because I saw it at practice yesterday. He jumped up there. He almost got a piece of it.
Wow, that's incredible. With 2:12 to go in the game, Boardman's up 16-12. Chaney moved the ball pretty fast last time though, Quinn. They're going to have to do it again.
They did.
The good old 2-minute drill now.
I mean, what's nice, though, is that you have 3 timeouts, and you have a quarterback right now that has a lot of confidence.
Yes.
And I believe the staff has a lot of confidence in him as well to lead them down this football field. So I am geared up. I am excited and ready to see what happens.
What a game nonetheless, though.
Oh, for sure.
How about Fitch going up to Camp McKinley and taking it to him right now? That's great for our area.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things, like you were saying earlier, that you want to see that. You want to see our schools go out there and show just what Youngstown football is all about.
Absolutely.
And Fitch is doing a great job proving it. You want the last 2 minutes on the camera here?
No. No, you've done such a great job.
You started off strong on the first 3 plays, and then
I started getting shaky with the camera, And
you disappeared.
I was like, this guy's way better than me at this thing. Essen with the kick. Looks like he's going to pooch it again. Oh, Chaney ran up underneath it, scooped it up. Trying to find some blockers, but gets taken down at the 17-yard line. So 2:06 to go in the game, folks. This is it. This is the drive.
Didn't do a bad job making something out of nothing on that kick return, though.
Right, although he did run past the ball when it bounced. So you gotta kind of judge that a little bit better. So can the Chaney Cowboys go 82 yards in 2 minutes and 6 seconds to knock off the Boardman Spartans? This is what it's about, folks, and I am not touching the camera.
I think a lot of the people at home are going to enjoy actually seeing some of the game here.
Here, I'll move the popcorn out of the way, Quinn.
You just wanted to eat some.
No, a little bit, just a little bit. Handoff up the middle for Hunter. Hunter picks up about 14 yards on the play. Good enough for a first down. Clock is running. No. 1:58 looks like
it's got to wait for
the chains to get set. Now it's running 1:57 and counting.
I think that caught everybody by surprise there. A little delayed run.
We'll pick up at 14 yards there. 1:45 to go in the game, folks. What a great game so far. Super proud of both teams in their effort. Give to Hunter again. Man, they found something with the sophomore.
That gives them 3 very solid backs.
Yeah.
That have all rushed very well.
You gotta be telling yourself, okay, we're using him on offense because my 2 studs need to be there on defense.
I think Chaney's got something cooking right now, though. I think moving forward, even if they lose this game, I think they still got something that they've seen today.
Yeah.
That works, and it works
and
very
again,
well.
It's week 2. You can't just hang your hat on the season after 2 games. You got to figure it out, and they figured it out in the second half.
Definitely.
Of the second game, that's for sure.
And like you touched on earlier, with the way Chaney's schedule is kind of lining up, there's a lot of points out there to be had when it comes down to the final poll and whatever Joe Itel decides basically where they place him, since it seems like he's the only one that knows.
Yeah. Who even votes anymore in the media? It's crazy.
Pretty sure Joe Itel's the only one. They kind of just all look at him and be like, oh, yeah, that's right. We'll go with that. Yeah, see, move the popcorn. Mm-hmm.
I did move it closer to me. I mean, it's right in front of my face. Come on, Quinn.
I feel it. I get it. I respect it. But we're a minute and 33 seconds away from going to dinner.
2nd and 3 for the Cowboys. Like Quinn said, minute 33 to go in the game.
Too many men on the field.
Too many men on the field for Chaney.
That's still not a terrible penalty.
It's not
no
terrible
because
they are moving the ball, but you still have to.
And no time came off.
You're coming out of a timeout. That should not be the case, having 12 men on the field.
No, not at all. But given all the things that could have happened, it's better that, you still have time.
Penalties are just unbelievable in this game. I can't imagine how many penalties have been called so far.
Just got a text from Steve. He's watching the Fitch game as well. Said penalties are killing Fitch too.
Botch snap. Ball never even made it in the air to Andrew Galt. Now this sets up a big 3rd down. And they're forced to take their second timeout.
Sounds like you need some water. So that'll be 3rd and, what's that look like, 13 to me. I don't know who has better eyes between the two of us, but
I got 3rd and 13. Only because the scoreboard said so.
Oh, see, I didn't see that. I wasn't paying attention to that. And it's funny because I was looking right at it for the time.
I almost needed you to save my life on a popcorn kernel there.
That would have been our buddy with the iPad next to us.
That's why the popcorn was in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll go with that. Hey, you moved it, not me.
I did.
Just let that sink in. I didn't do it. So what are you dialing up here right now?
Well,
3rd and 13, 1 timeout left, minute and a half.
3rd and 13, 1 timeout, minute and a half left. You got to try to utilize something up the sideline. If you're Chaney, I mean, you still have plenty of time.
Clock does stop after all first downs.
All first downs, but you
at least until the chains are set.
You got to at least try to get 10 yards right here. You know, is this or is this another play where you throw it up and hope for a penalty again? I mean, there's been 2 pass interference penalties already on the Spartans. Do you exploit that again?
Doesn't hurt to try. We're getting some press coverage down on our near side, though.
Surprising press coverage because he gets past you. There's
like
nobody
he just
behind.
did. There it is. There's the ball.
Oh.
Just long.
Beautifully thrown ball by Andrew Galt. Almost ran up underneath it. That brings up 4th and 13, folks. This might be the last play for the Chaney Cowboys for this game on offense. But, man, they played their hearts out today, that's for sure.
I almost go right back to that same play.
Why not?
Find where the press coverage is and exploit that.
If you're pressing on 4th and 13 for Boardman right now, I don't think that's a great idea. I think you got to make sure you don't get beat behind.
We'll see. It looks like that's a little bit more of a press up on the high side.
Cam Thompson playing safety right now. All that speed back there.
Over the middle. Short. Looks like that'll be short.
Like he's going to be just short of the first down, folks.
Looks like that'll be.
Minute 17 to go in the game. Chaney only has 1 timeout.
It will be. It'll be short.
It'll be a turnover on downs for Boardman. If I'm Chaney, I got to keep my heads held high. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
A lot of great things in the second half for them. And like I said, I'm moving forward. The story that we were told about them yesterday and what these kids go through, folks. I mean, you have no idea. If you're sitting at home and you're enjoying.
Are they really looking at this right now?
Yeah, he's well short.
I mean, it looks to be a full yard short to me.
Short by a yard. Great open field tackle for Boardman, though. I mean, you gotta love the fact that they were all in and made that tackle. Because if he doesn't make that tackle, that's an easy first down and possibly more. So.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. I mean, the way it kind of set up on that, it made it look like it was going to be one of those hook and ladders almost.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like you said, you got to give credit to Chaney. They battled all day.
Absolutely.
Did everything that they possibly could against a very talented Boardman team.
Yeah, I mean, again, Boardman's defense has been very impressive the first 2 weeks of the season. You know, week one against Mooney. Now, Mooney's down, and you know, this isn't your typical Mooney team, but to hold them just to 7 points, and they only really gave up the 7 points off of because they had a turnover on every third down, which is insane. Not turnover, I'm sorry, a penalty on every third down, which was insane. But today they show up and they answer the bell after Chaney took the lead and got that huge stop, critical stop on 4th down. What hurt Chaney was that botched snap that never made it in the air. Drew Galt had the fall on it.
Definitely. I agree with that 100%. But at the same point, I mean, like you said, you could have asked for a better game and better situation right now.
You know, if you're Boardman, you're going up to Massillon Jackson next week. You got to have a sharp week of practice. You got to figure some things out because I don't think 16 points is going to do it for against a team like Massillon Jackson.
No,
but if you're Chaney, you have a lot of momentum. You had yourself a heck of a game. Saw some really great things in that sophomore quarterback. Just fell up a little bit short.
There's definitely a lot of things moving forward that Chaney has in their favor.
Yep. .45 seconds to go in the game.
One more kneel down.
One more kneel down should
that'll do it.
20 seconds to go. Doesn't look like there's going to be another snap. So Boardman's going to move to 2-0, set the interim 2-0 to start his career at Boardman. Chaney will fall to 0-2, but their future looks good this season.
Yeah, definitely. And as the final seconds tick down, we'll step away, one more break, come back with players of the game for each team, and we'll send it on our way.
Absolutely.
So we'll take a quick one here, and then we'll be right back.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
All right, welcome back. We're going to talk about the players of the game for both teams. 16-12, Boardman on top of Chaney tonight. Hard-fought game for both teams, but somebody had to come out on top, and tonight it was Boardman. Congratulations, Boardman 2-0. Chaney again 0-2, but your future's bright. Quinn, I got to go with the game winner, or the player of the game for Chaney would have to be DJ Waller. I mean, making that catch was unbelievable, and he made some big-time catches too, some other plays as well. I'd have to go with him being the player of the week, and a lot of big upside to Andrew Galt. I mean, sophomore quarterback, came in, made some big-time throws, got them in position, actually ended up running one in for a score. So I'd have to give the slight edge to Waller for that humongous catch, and then Drew Galt for his great play today at quarterback. But who do you got for Boardman?
Yeah, for Boardman, I think we're going to go with Anthony Hightower. I mean, he just game managed basically exactly what you wanted. Never, I don't want to say never doubted, never really hesitated, I guess, at the quarterback position. Even when he was faced with, third and a mile down on that last possession for Boardman, I mean, he took it himself. He called his own number, ran, 60, 70 yards, put him right into a great spot. And, he did everything that you could ask for to help his team win today.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that. I mean, you could have gone with a couple others on there too. Sean O'Horo, I mean, he may not have had his typical offensive day, but he did a lot defensively, offensively. He was all over the field. He picked up those tough yards, when you needed it. Fernando Ortiz actually finally came on in that last drive to score that go-ahead touchdown. But I agree, Anthony Hightower with that run that solidified Boardman's chances of winning the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you said it. It was almost the perfect game in the sense of perfection, I guess.
Yeah.
For Boardman there, and did what they had to do, executed when they needed to, and came away with a 16-12 victory.
Right.
So I guess that's going to do it for us.
Man, I had a lot of fun with you. Sure you don't want to come up to Massillon with me
No,
next week?
I'm good.
Me and
Massillon's a little bit too far for me.
All right.
I had my fun here at Ryan Stadium.
Gil Martin, if you're listening, come on up to Massillon with us.
That's too far of a drive for him. You know who that is.
I'll buy you a burger.
No, that's too far for him. But anyway, for Donnie Riccatelli, I'm Quinn Pushkar. Thank you for everybody who was paying attention and put up with us for the past 3 hours. For Steve Leslie, DJ Oakley, Brian Scott, all the guys back at HQ that allow us to do what we do out here. We thank you for tuning into us, and we will see you guys later.
This broadcast stream is copyrighted by Yoakley Scott Corporation, LLC. Any other use of this telecast, any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without YSN's consent is prohibited.